What up, people? It's your boy, Live Wire, and I'm on the fucking road, people. Fucking driving to work. Something that it seems like a lot of these motherfucking gamers don't do. I don't know how the fuck they find the time to game all hours of the day. Granted, if you're in school, obviously your schedule's not set to a 9 to 5, so I totally get that. But you know, everybody else, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, go to work. Maybe if you had a job, motherfuckers could buy some goddamn games. Anyway, yeah, this week or these past couple of weeks have been very interesting with the release of Uncharted and then the reviews of Uncharted and then the negative reviews of Uncharted. It just seems like, you know, PlayStation fanboys have really fucking lost their shit a little bit. They lose their shit when they have positive reviews. They lose their shit when they get negative reviews. They just lose their shit. I mean, let's start with Uncharted. Uncharted released all these 10 out of 10s. I gave my review. Motherfuckers called me a fraud because I didn't beat the game. Now listen, look and listen. I can give a fucking review however I want. Alright? You don't have to choose to value it, but I can give my review however I see fit. So if I only play like 30 to 40 minutes of a game, then so be it, you know? That's my choice. But you know, I gave my review based on that. Now, is that my review of the whole game? No, because I didn't play the whole game. I may never finish the whole game, you know? I'm just not a big Uncharted fan. I think the gameplay is cool enough, you know? I think that, well, I don't find him interesting at all. I watched all the YouTube videos of, you know, the trailers and all, you know, whatever. So I even sat through that, I think it was like a 3-hour clipping of Uncharted cutscenes. I sat through that shit. And I still was like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I didn't really give a fuck that much. You know? Maybe it's just me. I mean, I know other people do. But yeah, for me, it just wasn't all that interesting. But I will say that Uncharted 2 was the best story out of all 3 of them that I watched. Actually, I watched even that shitty ass Vita one. I watched that one too. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, oh man, all these people are hyped over Uncharted. Hype. Everybody's hyped. Get Uncharted, play Uncharted. And so I was like, all right, you know what? If I'm gonna get this game, I'm going to know what the fuck's going on. I can't just jump into a game and have no fucking clue of what's going on. I need to know something. So, you know, I played the videos and I was like, oh shit, it looks okay. You know, obviously 1 looked like shit, but 2 wasn't bad and 3 wasn't bad, you know. But the story wasn't wowing me, not at all. And I think that's partially what it is about Uncharted. You know, Uncharted is like a here and now game. Like, it's like, oh, it's the best looking game now. But when you play that shit later, it's like, I don't really remember why I even fucking like this game. You know? And maybe that's just me. Maybe, I mean, obviously if you're a super duper hardcore Uncharted fan, you would feel otherwise, you know? See, me, I'm more of a Splinter Cell type dude. Now, if you told me which franchise deserves to die, I would definitely say Uncharted over Splinter Cell. But that's me being biased because I'm way more of a Splinter Cell fan. I just really enjoy Splinter Cell, you know? Played them all, beat them all, loved them all. Yeah, man. I just love Splinter Cell, man. But you know, with Uncharted, like, again, them getting all these reviews, ponies have taken their insanity up to a new level. You know, you have the PlayStation purists that only play PlayStation. You know, they you know, it's all about PlayStation. That's all they play. That's all they don't care about anything. And PlayStation purists are dudes that mainly play exclusives. Like, they buy all these fucking exclusives, you know. And then you got the PlayStation extremists, and these motherfuckers are the guys that run around. They play Uncharted, but most of the time they're playing multiplayer. So a PlayStation extremist would have played fucking Uncharted, The Order, maybe Drive Club, you know, kind of, you know, some shitty games, probably Infamous. You know, those are PlayStation extremists. They play, you know, do bro-ish type games, but then they turn around and try to slam Xbox dudes for playing similar games and saying we have more games. That's what extremists do, and they love fucking memes. They love them. They love memes. They love putting your face on memes, and shit like that. Sometimes they go to the, you know, putting your shit on gay memes, and sometimes they even try to go into the kiddie porn section and try to do that shit too. Those are what you got, your PlayStation extremists, you know. But then you have the fucking PlayStation terrorists. These motherfuckers that run around trying to get people fired. They run around yelling they need to rape people. They run around with these fucking crazy ass petitions for shit. You got the fucking PlayStation terrorists. These motherfuckers is out of their goddamn mind. Like, they're very similar to the extremists. The only difference is they take that avenue of extreme and just boost it up to, you know, complete over jump off the cliff fanboyism. You know, like, if their mother said that PlayStation isn't a good console, they probably think about stabbing the bitch. They probably do. They be like, you know what, I could stab your ass in the face right now, bitch. Like, I'm thinking that's you know, it's pretty close to where they would go. You know, these motherfuckers is complete fuckboys, man. They go hard for PlayStation, which is weird because they buy mostly multi-plats and, like, you know, their AAA exclusives. They don't buy indies and all that shit, you know. But those motherfuckers is crazy. But then you got, like, you got the PlayStation elders, and these guys are mainly pure PlayStation dudes, but these guys are more so like they play either pure PlayStation games, like PlayStation exclusives, or mainly Japanese, like those niche titles, Bloodborne and fucking whatever the fuck, Japanese games that, like, those dudes are just, they, you know, they stick close to, you know, the shit that they remember playing when they were younger. So you got those PlayStation elder guys. They can't get out of that zone where it's like they don't want to evolve. Fuck evolving. I like what I like. Fuck that, you know. And those dudes are pretty mild. I mean, yeah, they're PlayStation. They think Xbox is shit too, but at least they're not running around fucking telling you Killzone is better than Halo. Like, they'll tell you that, you know, PlayStation is better because it has this exclusive Xbox doesn't have, and that exclusive Xbox doesn't have, and I like these exclusives, and even if you don't like these exclusives, I think they're the shit, versus them saying, like, Killzone is better than Halo. Yeah, it's not reviewed well and it doesn't sell as well as Halo, but it's better, you know. But, you know, it's the type of PlayStation fanboys you got out of there, man. They fucking hardcore. hardcore. I mean, and they're on both sides. They're on both sides. I mean, I've heard of Xbox gamers hype up fucking Forza and not even fucking own the game. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Come on. Like, stop talking about all this wonderful shit about Forza 6 and you don't even fucking own the game. You know? Like, come on, let's stop this shit. You know? Don't hype up shit that you don't fucking play. I mean, let's keep it 100. All right? But the one thing I would say about Xbox gamers, I think they're slightly more realistic. And they usually stick to their lane, you know? And we don't hype up shit. And we don't hype up everything, you know? Like, I want to play Cuphead better than a motherfucker right now. I can't wait for that game. But never, ever, 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 ever will I put it on a list versus a AAA PlayStation game. And if Cuphead gets a fucking 100, you know, Metacritic score, I'm still not going to slap that shit next to Uncharted and say, look, Cuphead is better. Come on, man. That's bullshit right there, man. That's fuckboy shit. But you can't put an indie next to a fucking AAA knowing that their one budget was way higher than the other, knowing that their standard is way higher. I mean, and I'm not saying that the indie can't be better. I'm not saying that. But to put them in the same category, come on, man. You just don't fucking do that shit, you know? But I don't know. The rules for PlayStation gamers is fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, it seems like this generation, you have bred these Sony fanboys that like are like diehard indie dudes now. So fucking weird. You know, because Xbox had a shit ton of indies, and we had guys that loved indies and played indies. But we still didn't talk. I mean, I remember when fucking Uncharted was coming out with all these, Uncharted and Infamous and all that shit was coming out, and maybe Halo wasn't out that year and Gears wasn't out that year. Nobody was fucking running around talking about, look at all these fucking dope ass indies that we got, though. Like, fuck out of here. I don't give a shit how good the indies are. You know, you don't fucking do that shit, you know? You don't put that shit on a list with fucking AAAs, man. But yeah, man. It's just crazy times. But this is your boy Livewire. And I'm out this bitch, baby.